Welcome back, AP Calculus. You're looking at my mess right here because I messed it up. Forgot a little -1. Now I have to start all over again, but that's okay. All right, it asks us to find the derivative and write the equation of the tangent line. So if I want the tangent line, I need two things: a point on the tangent line and the slope of the tangent line. And we're not worried about this one. We did this one in the other videos. Now we're talking about our trig ones. So we're looking at when theta is pi over 2. So first let's find out when theta is pi over 2, what is our point? So I've got 4 sine pi over 2 minus pi over 2. And sine of pi over 2 is 1, so this is really just 4 minus pi over 2. So the point on the tangent line is going to be pi over 2. My y value is 4 minus pi over 2. All right, then we need to find the derivative of theta. Well, we just found out the derivative of sine theta is cosine theta. So derivative of 4 times sine theta is going to be 4 cosine theta. Derivative of theta is just a number here. It's just a variable. What's the derivative of negative theta? That'd be -1, because the coefficient out here is 1. You can kind of think of this as 4 sine x minus x. What would be the derivative of negative x? Remember? 1 times -1, x to the 1 minus 1 power. This becomes 0, x to the 0 power is 1. So it's just -1. All right, and then to find the slope at pi over 2, we're going to put in pi over 2 into the derivative. We get 4 cosine pi over 2 minus 1. Well, cosine at pi over 2 is 0. That's your x value at pi over 2. So I have 4 times 0 minus 1, which is -1. So my tangent line is going to be y minus 4 minus pi over 2 is equal to -1 x minus pi over 2. And you can leave it like that, but if you needed to put it in slope-intercept form, we could practice that. Y minus 4 plus pi over 2, when we distribute the negative sign, is equal to -1 times x, so negative x, minus and minus makes it positive pi over 2. Moving these guys over, I get y is equal to, I've got negative x, -4 becomes +4 on the other side, pi over 2 minus pi over 2 would go away. And this is my tangent line equation. All right, looking at this example here with g of theta. Again, first we're going to find it at g of pi. So what is g of pi? This is going to give me my point. I've got 2 pi plus 3 cosine pi. What is your x value at pi? That's going to be -1. So this is going to be 2 pi, -1 times 3 is -3. So the point on the tangent line is going to be pi, 2 pi minus 3. Find the slope. First we're going to find the derivative. So the derivative at theta, remember this is kind of like 2x. What would be the derivative of 2x? Just that coefficient, which is 2, plus 3 times the derivative of cosine theta. Well, the derivative of cosine theta is negative sine theta. So this is really 2. Negative times 3 would be -3 sine theta. Now we want to find the derivative at pi to find our slope at pi. That would be 2 minus 3 sine theta. Sorry, sine of pi. What is our y value at pi? 0. So this is 2 minus 3 times 0, which is 2. So I've got y minus 2 pi minus 3 is equal to 2x minus pi. So this is y minus 2 pi, minus and minus becomes +3, 2x minus 2 pi. Bringing everything over to this side, I've got y is equal to 2x. This 3 is going to become -3. This -2 pi becomes +2 pi, which cancels out here. And so there is the equation of my tangent line. Let's see, is there anything else on here? Oh, there's one more. Moving on, moving on, moving on. These are the old, from the other part. And we've got this one last question. At what values of theta, at which the function f of theta is equal to theta plus sine theta, has a horizontal tangent on the interval 0 to pi? So in order to have a horizontal tangent, what would my slope have to be? This means the slope is 0. So we want to know, where do we have a slope of 0 on this function between 0 and 2 pi? So first, let's find our derivative, because that's the slope of the tangent line, right? Derivative of theta is 1. Derivative of sine theta is cosine theta. We want to know, when is my derivative, when is the slope equal to 0? So f of theta, f prime of theta equals 0 when 1 plus cosine theta is equal to 0. Moving that over, we want to know, when is cosine theta equal to negative 1? We have a calculator, we can put in cosine inverse. Yeah. But we got to do cosine inverse of this side. Remember, the inverse of the sine gives you theta out. And so we plug in cosine inverse of negative 1. But we don't have a calculator with us, so we're going to have to think about that cosine function, or think about our unit circle. When is the cosine of theta equal to negative 1? So hopefully you're thinking about your unit circle. We want to know, when is x equal to negative 1? That's going to be over here. What is that angle measure where the x value is negative 1? That would be pi. So we did plug this into our calculator. It would give us the decimal approximation for pi, but we're just going to say pi. All right, that's it for your homework for the weekend. We will finish up all of the problems that were on the worksheet we had today on Monday, and then we'll have a great week next week. You guys be safe this weekend. Take care of each other.